1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. This defense for the Patriots, much improved for Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Patriots are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
4th down. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing Jones. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Folk's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones setting up the screen. Harris. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Jacobs going to try the middle. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jacobs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are back within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Makes the score Patriots 10, Ravens 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Open man right side, Myers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a give, running left is Harris. Shoves him aside. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and it just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They run for it with Harris. There's a nice move, and he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? A final shot before break. Jones, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones being chased out left. He gets it complete to Harris. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Hunter Henry's now in his 2nd season with the New England Patriots and had 9 touchdowns in his first campaign and really emerged as rookie quarterback Mac Jones' favorite target, especially when they needed points in the red zone. Stays his favorite here and picks up a 1st down.
Buying time to his left. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the 2nd half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones setting up a screen for Stevenson. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play. As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing is Jackson.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll run. Here's Harris.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there a big. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So after the sack, here's second and 14. To throw is Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now Jones. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Harris, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Off play action. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jakobi Myers from 6 yards away. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 24. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to.
I'm like, oh, no, you got to get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't